The war in Ukraine took center stage at the UN General Assembly this week. World leaders, including President Biden, condemning Russia's invasion and its mobilization plan to add up to 300,000 reserve troops. National Security Council spokesperson John Kirby appearing on Dan Abrams Live last night, reacting to the Russian president's latest threats.
Mr. Putin is feeling the pressure. He's feeling the pressure at home. He's certainly feeling the pressure on the battlefield.
But does that scare you more?
It's not about being scared. It's about making sure that we can continue to help Ukraine succeed on the battlefield, so that when this gets to the negotiating table, Mr. Zelensky's in a better position.
Joe Khalil following the latest on this morning from Washington, and also reaction, Joe, from Capitol Hill.
Yeah, Marni, and I think John Kirby laid it out there nicely. Look, we're at a really pivotal point in this conflict right now where there is serious fear Vladimir Putin may opt for a nuclear weapon. Just in the last 24, 48 hours, what have we seen? He's called up 300,000 reservists to now join the war effort in Ukraine. We use that term reservists with a grain of salt, by the way. This is essentially a draft, and we're seeing even war protests in Russia. More than 1,300 people arrested yesterday. In a rare statement to the nation, Vladimir Putin said a not-so-veiled threat that Russia would use any tool in its arsenal, any weapon, and then he said, "I am not bluffing." So clearly a reference there to a nuclear weapon. And look, for his part, President Biden has criticized Vladimir Putin before. He has criticized Russian aggression. But what he said at the UN yesterday was really the starkest and most forceful rebuke so far that we've heard from President Biden. He also took the opportunity to double down on the U.S.'s commitment to help Ukraine. And so we did ask Senator Dick Durbin just a little while ago, the #2 Democrat in the Senate, look, if this lasts for months, even more than a year, would American lawmakers continue to provide weapons and money and aid to Ukraine? We also asked him about the nuclear threat, and here's what the senator told us.
Well, I can tell you it's no surprise that Putin would play this card in desperation, and it is a desperate card. I think the civilized world, all the nations in the civilized world, have to speak out against it, as President Biden has. Can we expect to put more on the table in years and months to come? I hope so. I think I'll be part of a bipartisan group supporting that.
And that support so far, Marni, has largely been bipartisan. Later on today, the UN Security Council is going to be meeting. Yesterday, President Biden even called for reforming the UN Security Council because one of the permanent members, one out of the 5 countries that sits on it, is Russia. They have been able to veto and single-handedly block any effort the UN makes to try to hold Russia accountable for its aggression. So President Biden yesterday very publicly on the world stage calling for reform. It'll be interesting following that to see what happens today at the UN Security Council as they meet later on this afternoon. Marni.
All right, closely watching that. Joe, thank you. Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.